Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is my very first video here, so if you enjoy the content, I would love it if you could like and subscribe. You might know me from TikTok, where I share tips, tutorials, and behind the scenes, and also motivational TikToks. My name is in the bio. I am currently studying civil engineering at the master's level, and I've had tons of requests from you for AutoCAD tutorials, so here I am recording it now for you. And in this series, I'll walk you through AutoCAD step by step, starting from absolute zero. Even if you've never opened AutoCAD before, you don't have to worry. I'll make this video super simple and beginner friendly. And today's video is only about getting started. So if you are not new to AutoCAD, this video isn't for you. This is totally for beginners. I'll show how to set up AutoCAD properly. I'll show how the interface looks like, how to navigate the AutoCAD, how to navigate the screen, how to save your work. I'll introduce basic tools. I'll show you what are my settings on AutoCAD, so you will know how to start drawing using this program. By the end of this series, I will actually show you how to draw a full house plan together, because I'm a civil engineer student, so I think it makes the most sense if I will draw the full house, and I'll show you step by step, every step of the way. But before we do it, I need to introduce the AutoCAD for you, for beginners who don't know how to use it. So once again, if you're a total beginner, let's start. We'll open the AutoCAD and you'll follow along with me. Don't worry, you can pause it, rewind anytime you need. I'll also make a video stamp so you can just click on the video to find the parts that you need. So we can start. Alright, now that we have AutoCAD open, let's start our very first drawing. So this is the start screen of AutoCAD, and you will see here your recent drawings. You probably don't have any if you never use this program, but typically you here will have your recent drawings. Using this button, you can open any drawings from your computer files. You'll just search for it. And now we're gonna open a new file, which means we need to click here, the new button. This will open a new blank drawing based on the default template. AutoCAD templates are preset files that define units, layers, textiles, and more. We'll talk about it later. We're just starting with the default one. Once the drawing is open, you will see a black workspace. This is called model space, and it's where all your drawing happens. The big white crosshair that you see moving on the screen is your mouse. First, let's learn how to move around your drawing using your mouse. This is called navigation, and it's something you're gonna use all the time. So zoom in and zoom out, you need to scroll your mouse wheel forward or backward. Forward zooms in and backward zooms out. It's that simple. To move around your drawing without rotating or zooming, just press and hold the mouse wheel and move your mouse. It's like dragging the paper around your desk. If you ever get lost or zoom too far, you can double click the mouse wheel and AutoCAD will zoom out to fit everything in your drawing. That's it. With your mouse you can zoom, pan, and reset your view. Now you're ready to actually start drawing with confidence. On the bottom of the screen, here, you will see your command window. Here we will see whenever you type some command. Let's start with options command. Now let's take a look at this options window. At the top of the window you will see different tabs, for example files, display, but let's start with user preferences. First, let's start with Windows standard behavior. We can see a checkbox that says shortcut menus in drawing area. This setting controls what happens when you right-click in your drawing space. If it's enabled like mine is, you can now open a new menu, right-click customization. This opens another small window that gives you even more control over how your mouse behaves. Let's break this down. So first, the default mode. This is when you right-click with no object selected. You can choose whether AutoCAD should repeat the last command, like line for example again, or show a shortcut menu. I prefer repeat last command. Next is edit mode. This is when you right-click something selected, like a line or text. Again, you can either repeat the last command or open a shortcut menu. Again, I want to repeat last command because this is my preference. And the last thing is command mode. So it basically means, for example, when you're drawing a line and you will right-click and you have chosen enter mode, it will finish the command. If you have shortcut menu always enabled, right-click will always open an option menu no matter what, even though you chose different options in the beginning. If you have shortcut menu enabled when command options are present, The shortcut menu will be open only if you're running the command. If you're not running the command, the right click will behave as you've chosen before. I have mine always chosen as enter because it's easier for me. Let's move on to the next tab, the display tab. This tab controls how AutoCAD looks and feels when you're working. Let's just go through the most important options on this tab. So first, color theme. This changes AutoCAD between light mode and dark mode. I personally prefer dark mode. Next important is colors. If you click it, you will see a lot of options. You can play with it. It basically means that you will be changing your color of the background in your workspace. You can play with it and see what you like. Next, we have crosshair size. This will determine your crosshair size. If you want your crosshair to be big, then you need to just change it to bigger. I prefer to have mine on 3. Once you're done, click apply or OK, and we can leave this option mode. I will show you what my options are looking like, so you can just copy it for now. To discuss all of the options, it will take too much time, so just trust me, those are good. If you have time, you can play with them and see what you like. Now that we've got our drawing open and our settings are configured, let's take a look around the AutoCAD interface. Understanding what you're looking at is super important. So first, at the top of our screen, we can see a big toolbar called the ribbon. It's divided into sections like Home, Annotate, Insert, Parametric, and so on. Each tab has tools grouped by category. So for example, we have a draw, and you can click here to line, polyline, and it allows you to use this command. In modify you have commands like move, copy, mirror, rotate. In annotate we have dimensions, layers, you have options with layers, and so on. You can click on all of those tabs and you just see what you're working with. Next, at the bottom of the screen is the command line. This is where AutoCAD talks to you and where you talk to it. So for example, instead of clicking draw and then choosing line, you can just type in line. The same with other commands like copy, trim, move, and so on. AutoCAD will also give you hints here, like what it's expecting you to do next. For example, when you're drawing a circle, it's asking you, give me a radius. Next, we have the ViewCube. It's in the top right corner of your drawing area, but we're not gonna use it for now because we're drawing in 2D. It's basically used for 3D drawing to change the perspective. Next is at the bottom of your screen, you will see Model, Layout 1, and Layout 2 tabs. Model is a space where all your drawing happens. It's like your infinite workspace. Layout tabs are used for printing. You set up viewports. I will talk about them later. In using those viewports, you will scale your model at the right scale and you will print it on your sheet of paper. Think of it like this. Model is your actual work and layout is how you present it or print it. Now let's take a look at one of the most useful tools for customizing your AutoCAD workspace, and this is a status bar controls. To see this menu, go down to the bottom right corner of the screen and click the 3 lines and the menu will pop up. Right now you're seeing a list of the quick tools that you can show or hide depending if you like them. I'm showing you right now what I like to have on. You can copy me or you can just choose by yourself. Right now I will explain a couple of them that I'm using. What do they do? So for example, the first thing that is on my screen is ORTHOMODE. This logs our lines when we draw it, either horizontal or vertical. They're gonna be in the right angle to each other. You can turn on and turn off ORTHOMODE by clicking F8. SNAPMODE, it makes your cursor snap to points. So if you open the menu for the snap, you can check or uncheck what you want your cursor to snap to. This is usually what I have on. Snap mode can be turned on and turned off clicking F3 on your keyboard. Next is line visibility. I don't like having it on. It shows the line weight of your lines. I'm only using it when I'm not sure if my line weights are too thin or too thick. The rest of the options will be explained in PDF that you can download from my description, but for now I think this is enough. Before I finish the video, let's talk about the last thing, which is saving your drawing. It's very important because you don't want to lose your work after spending time on it. So to save your file, you have few options. First option is to click a floppy disk icon in the top left corner, type Q save in command line and press enter, or just press Ctrl S on your keyboard. The first time you save the file, AutoCAD will ask you where to save the file and what to name it. You just need to pick a folder and name it something you like and click save. You can also save multiple versions of your drawing, typing save as or clicking the icon that I'm showing. This will create a copy of the drawing that you're making. You can also find the save options clicking on the red button of AutoCAD. Quick tip, AutoCAD can crash or freeze really often, especially on older computers, so get used to saving regularly. I personally save every few minutes if I remember. So remember to use Ctrl S as a habit from now on. Once you've saved your file, it will be stored as DWG file, and that's AutoCAD's drawing format. And that's it, your drawing will be saved now. And let's talk about backups, because the last thing you want is to lose hours of work after a crash. So every time you save a drawing using save option, AutoCAD automatically creates a backup file with a BAK extension. This file is saved in the same folder as your DWG file. If something goes wrong, you can rename the backup file to DWG and open it like normal. AutoCAD has also an autosave feature that automatically saves a temporary backup every few minutes. To change the settings of autosave, we need to open options again. Go to open and save tab, look for automatic save and change it to whatever you want. I recommend every 5 minutes. You can also see here where autosave files are stored by clicking file locations and automatic save file location. These files have a $SW extension and you can recover them if AutoCAD crashes. Just rename the file to DWG and open it. And I think that's it for the first video. You've now learned how to start a new drawing, how to set up your AutoCAD workspace and customize it, which is a huge step. I know that this is so confusing, so much information, so many different buttons to click, but you're gonna get used to it. In the next video, we'll start drawing by using basic commands. So if you don't want to miss this, subscribe and turn on your notifications. I will be posting also about my videos on TikTok, so follow me on TikTok. If something was unclear or you want a specific topic to be touched during the next video, drop a comment. I will read it, reply. You can always DM me on TikTok. I will answer. Thanks again for watching and see you in the next video.